They are 6,000 families digging in against council madness. Their homes have just been declared a flood zone, despite the last big wet happening decades ago. Now they're fighting for common sense.
Total bull. Absolutely.
Disappointing, but we'll see where it goes from here.
Do you think there's any chance that this creek could flood your house?
I don't think there's any hope in hell that it'd ever do that.
For more than 2 decades, Daryl has lived on the top of a hill.
My house is up on the corner there, a good 60 metres up the hill.
Beneath this property is the pretty Hovels Creek. On the other side, a flat plain that soaks up water if the creek ever rises. Yet, despite the geography working in Daryl's favour, his local council has recently decided he's in a new flood zone.
I was angry because it was the first that I knew about it.
After 18 years serving our nation in the army, Daryl and his wife Anna built their place at Lara outside Geelong and never expected this.
It's a consideration for people when they buy homes that they can check all that information and it might put people off. So there could be a decrease in your home value.
Lara has an annual rainfall of 454 millimetres, which according to the Bureau is lower than the average for Melbourne. Daryl and Anna have lived above the creek for more than 20 years, and they say in that time there's been 2 weather events severe enough to flood it. On both of those occasions, water levels barely reached above this footpath, still 60 metres shy of their front doorstep. But Daryl isn't the only one who got the letter from council. The city of Greater Geelong has been busy designating more than 4,000 properties as land liable to flooding, citing climate change as a major factor, an explanation that doesn't totally wash with locals.
And in 32 years we have lived here, water has run down the street, which water will do, but it's never come in here or even near coming in here.
Few know more of Lara's history than Robin. The local primary school teacher, Robin has tutored local families over multiple generations.
We are fed up, really, with what happens to Lara, and we deserve to be treated a little more fairly.
Since the mid-90s, Lara's population has doubled. Streets like this, once full of native wildlife, transformed by developers. Obviously the council have taken the rates and allowed all that comes with new development. Have they reinvested that money into infrastructure in the area?
Definitely not.
Right.
Not. It's dreadful.
Robin believes the flood overlay could have been avoided if council had properly updated existing drains to cope with the growth. Robin says council has passed the buck to homeowners who will now face higher insurance premiums, and her fellow residents agree.
It'll be a shocking revelation. Their property will be put into a full-on flood status. It'll probably won't be easy to sell.
Last week, a meeting was held for residents next to the local bingo hall so council could explain themselves. Sadly, we weren't invited. Do you mind if you come and join the meeting?
You've been told that you couldn't, so it's no good asking me again.
But it didn't seem like we missed much.
It's just a way for them to cover their backsides, and that's all it is. It's a bum-covering exercise. So there wasn't much use coming to the meeting?
No.
Maybe you should have gone to bingo next door.
Maybe you should have stayed home and had a coffee.
The CEO of the City of Greater Geelong, Martin Cutter, is paid more than $430,000 a year and yet was unavailable for interview. In a statement, the council said Lara is particularly flat, low-lying and vulnerable to flooding. The flood study has determined risk using a detailed scientific process. It is based on a 1-in-100-year event. Are you going to give up after today's meeting?
No, I'm not.
Council is holding another residents' meeting on Friday. Its full statement is on our homepage.